The way this works, this will be grounded to the house. So this bracket, once you attach this underneath, you have a separate bracket, which is nice. That goes in the bottom here. You have to get them in at the same time because they're pretty perpendicular. Let's see, just get it started. Then you push them in, and then there's, you see the screw head coming in, and they have these little, I guess they're plastic caps that go on top of that. Screw in. They have a regular screwdriver head. And that tightens right up. You have the little switches here that go open 3K, 4K, and 5K. And they line up with that little line right there. You just turn them. That determines what cold to soft type light you want. And this is going to mount underneath the eaves, and these lights are going to point out some direction, probably like that. You can bend them a lot of degrees of motion. And this side up, and then you can bend that down. I don't know if that tightens up, I'll have to look. And you can do some rotation of the globe itself inside of here, like that. You have two adjustments here. So on this globe, you have a time here. If you send it all the way over to here, that's in test mode. So if it sees sensor, it's going to come on. And then there's no number, but this is how long you want the light to stay on. I think it goes up to 12 or 14 minutes possible. You turn it all the way over. I usually have mine on about 3 minutes. And this is the sensor here. Go up plus, that's high. I think it goes out to 60 feet. And then you can make it go lower. So I have this temporarily connected with these little connectors. I like them. Before I mount something outside, it causes me to get on the ladder. I want to test the sensitivity on this light and the color values of the light before I mount it. So this is going to be hot. There's no exposed wire. Of course, the ground is exposed. So I'm going to set it, plug it in. I'm going to put it on test mode here. So that's the 3K brightness, that's 4K, and that's 5K. Okay, I have it on long distance. Let's see if it can pick someone up. Go ahead. Walk this way. It says for maximum range performance, allow fixture to operate in any mode with power to the unit for at least 48 hours. Okay, let's try the movement again. Come on in. And just stop for a minute. Move sideways back and forth, see if it picks you up. Oh, there it goes. Good. Awesome. Okay, I have it in test mode, full sensitivity, and the test subject's going to tell me if he sees the per light come on. You ready? Go ahead and raise your hands up too, in case it's pointed up too high. Oh, there it goes. I'll stop for a second. Should only last 4 seconds. So this device doesn't have all the knobs that some of the lights have. So you have to change modes a bit by how you power it on. So if the mode of operation is auto, lights should turn on with motion only at night and should turn off according to the time dial setting. And time dial, like I said, goes up to 12 minutes. So between test and the max is 12 minutes. And that's probably what I'll have it on. And the way you enable that is turn the power on to the fixture. You're done. If you want dusk to dawn setting, which is activated only at night, light should turn on for 6 hours at dusk and then reset to the auto setting. So it'll jump back to this mode. So this happens one time. you have knob arrow points to desired time setting within time range. Turn the power off and on twice within 3 seconds. So you got to hit the button on the wall. The test setting I just showed you, it's 4 seconds. You just turn the power on, but it's pointed to test. Return to auto setting from any of the above. You have your correct time setting. Turn the power off for 40 seconds and then back on. I have another light that does this with the power switch also. Okay, so we'll just be operating in the common mode. Okay, we're going to use these outside. We're just going to unplug our little clips here. I like these. They're pretty secure. They come with traditional wire caps. I'm not an electrician. People may love these and tape them up, but I haven't had these fail. They're really, really solid, and you can put tape around those also if you want to keep them closed. So 180-degree motion sense area up to 60 feet range. So if we set that sensor to max, that's about 60 feet away. It's a little bit too far for me because that's going to pick up bushes and everything else. I'm not interested. Mine are going to be about 10 or 15 feet. It says 50,000 hours of life. Perfect toolless adjustment. Yeah, duration and sensitivity. Good to go. Let's go install it. I took the old horizontal bracket out. I put this one back in. Had to get a bigger screw here because the little hole was stripped out a little bit. Now I'm going to connect the ground, and I'm going to bring over the light and connect these two, power and common. I got the ground connected. Make sure it's tight here. I'm going to push it back up into the housing. I got that pushed up. Now I'm going to connect the other two. I have those connected, nice and firm. I push those heavy wires back up in there. I have the hard wires pushed up, and I'll get the soft wires pushed up as I take this and mount it over those set of down screws. Had a little struggle here because this one wasn't perpendicular because the head of it is hitting the actual frame of the enclosure, so I just bent this out a little bit so that I could get the light fixture on. Okay, not gonna lie, we dropped one of these little screw caps. Took us a while to find it in the mulch, but we found it. Now we have it set. I don't know, I hope that we get some stiff winds here, sometimes 20, 34 miles an hour. I hope it doesn't move this around. We'll see. Point it down at the ground a little bit. We'll test it tonight. Well, taking it down. No matter how hard I tried, I can't get that light to stay on longer than a minute.